Hello and welcome to the podcast. It's Ryder and Lisa, and for the little podcast extra today, we're actually going to get Lisa's ex-boyfriend on the phone, who wrote a script, and she couldn't help but notice a character in said script named Lisa had some similar qualities to you.
Yeah, so we want to reach out to him and ask him if it is based off of me.
Should be interesting.
Yeah.
Hello.
Danny Mac.
What is going on?
How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Any word back yet from Ryan Reynolds?
No word back yet. I wait patiently on pins and needles.
So you wrote a script about you kind of meeting Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I wrote a script. It's based on a true story about me trying to get it together as an actor in Vancouver. And then I sneakily befriend Ryan Reynolds, and it kind of ruins my life. The only part about the script that isn't based on true events is literally all the Ryan Reynolds parts. But everything else is pretty true, I'd say.
Well, yeah, and so you're Lisa's ex-boyfriend. She noticed a lot of names that she recognized when she read the script of actual mutual friends of yours and whatnot.
Yeah, that's right. I try to keep it as real to life as possible. And, you know, when all else fails and you're trying to think of characters to write, just throw in people you actually know.
Yeah, I was going to say, because it was very nice of you to send the script our way, and I read through, and I was like, oh, cool, I know Boris, great guy. Okay, here's Cooper, obviously Danny, and then there's this Lisa character who's obsessed with dogs, but she's kind of mean. So we were just wondering, the listeners were wondering if you were basing that genuinely off of meeting me and having me in your life at one point.
God.
I don't recall any mention in the script of this girl being pizza obsessed, so I think it's quite a stretch. Though if you took me to court on that one, I'd probably lose. Yeah, okay, let's say that it's based on you. Sure.
Right, like the other characters are based on them, but this Lisa just happens to not be.
No comment, Your Honor.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I think she's got it. It is based on Lisa. But hey, she's got some good moments in the script as well. She doesn't just drop the hammer on me constantly. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Honestly, I am honored. Like, I was reading, I was like, oh, cute, she loves dogs, this is about me. And then I'm like, wait a minute, this woman's kind of terrible.
No, she's great. She's like my favorite character. I got this review on the script on this website called The Blacklist, and they're like, and the fact that he handled the Lisa character so well shows that this is an experienced writer. And I'm like, well, there we go. Okay.
I love it. So far it has 115 retweets. So if our listeners listening right now would like to go give Danny a little help to get Ryan Reynolds' attention on Twitter, you can find Danny Mac at _Danny Mac.
That's it. Or I'm sure it's somewhere on your timeline if that's easier. Yeah, we don't need to harass the guy, but I figure if, conservatively 80% of the city of Edmonton shooted a retweet, maybe we'd have a shot.
Yeah, I think he gets harassed every day, so I don't even feel bad about it.
I know. God, his timeline just must be Make-A-Wish Foundation type kids like me just thirsty for some sort of Ryan Reynolds attention. But, it's weird. I wrote it, and I feel like I wrote it for a friend, and I've been able to share it with my friends, and now that you've read it, that's great. And there's kind of only one person left who I wrote it for and about, and it's just an itch I can't scratch. So, hey, on
Awesome.
the off chance he gets a chance to read it, that'd be amazing.
Okay, and I just wanted to welcome you to the Booze Brothers Club. I became the voice of Pilsner in Saskatchewan many years ago.
Oh, yeah, we see you on TV all the time. We're like, it's Danny, Neutral Boy.
I noticed you on a Neutral commercial, so welcome to the crew.
Wow, an official Booze Brothers Club. This is amazing. I guess we need to do a tour when the world gets back to normal.
We get together once a year and we just drink a lot. That's it.
Wow, imagine all the aluminum cans we'll shotgun together. What a variety pack.
The parties are going to have a lot of booze, a lot of fighting, some sex. And just so you know, so far you're the second person in the club.
It's just the two of you hanging out.
I am on board.
Awesome. Thanks for chatting with us,
This
dude.
is perfect, Danny. Thank you and good luck.
This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
It is Wednesday, September 16th, and we're ready to rip.
Thank you for letting us know what day of the week it was, first of all.
You're welcome.
Halfway through this week also means halfway through my second box of Halloween candy. So here we are.
Are you getting the 25s, the 50s, or the honeys?
The 50s.
The 50s.
You know it.
So you've had, let's say, other people have been dipping in here and there, but
Yeah.
let's say you've had 30 out of each box.
Yeah, so that's only like 2 full chocolate bars. Also, the thing that I struggle with the mini chocolate bars are trying to hide my wrappers. Because you can put them in the garbage, but some of them surface to the top, so the roommates see it and they're like, that's embarrassing. So what you have to do, and listen carefully, is you eat Smarties first, and then you eat the other chocolate bars and you stuff those wrappers inside the Smartie box. So you could probably plow through 8 mini chocolate bars and it looks like you only had one dainty little box of Smarties. There you go.
You have a problem. Like this
I
is
have
how
a process.
No.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Do you overcook your chicken? Probably not. Does your significant other? Probably does.
Okay, but I think everybody has that opinion. Like, I know mine's perfect, but yours isn't. I grew up in a household where I think the chicken was always overcooked. It's weird mentality of always assuming you're going to get salmonella from your chicken. Who implanted that into our brains?
I don't know. And like the fact that you have to bring it up to a certain temperature makes total sense.
For sure.
And I'm down for that. But then the fact that most people just blast an extra 40 degrees on top of it. Like, I hate to tell you this, but the first like 3 or 4 times I had your cooking, I was like, what is she trying to do with this chicken?
Sorry that I know you like beef jerky.
Well, that's it. It's chicken jerky.
Andy wrote in saying, I like my chicken dry.
No, what?
Yeah.
You can overcook chicken thighs a little bit and it's fine. They're tender enough that they can handle it.
We've been sleeping on chicken thighs.
Yeah, big time.
Why are we buying all of the chicken breast and not enough chicken thighs? They're so much better.
But I'm noticing the grocery store's catching up now because people are onto the chicken thighs now because the price has gone up.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, no, it like is so dry that when you do the shredded chicken,
yeah,
it just like falls.
It's just dust,
and like you just hear do as you're pulling it apart.
It's like when they cut the turkey on Christmas Vacation.
Yeah,
it just sizzles down.
So I came across an interesting stat here, and it looks like our Twitter is backing it up.
Yeah,
that 65% of people feel like their partner overcooks their chicken. So I just have a simple suggestion to start the morning. I don't want to seem like a know-it-all in the kitchen. If you don't know, check the temp. Those things are a godsend. You can get thermometers that you stick in your meat, and then they have a cord that comes out and sits outside the oven or wherever you're cooking out the frying pan, and it'll notify you on your phone when it hits the perfect temperature.
Sounds like way too much work.
It's not too much work, and you actually get a meal. Remember when you were younger and you'd go to a restaurant and be like, wow, this chicken is so tender. No, it was just properly cooked.
Yeah, because I was getting chicken tenders. That's it.
All right. My story is about a sad old man. So it starts really sad. 75-year-old who lost his wife, Jo, in May. He's a retired physicist, and he has no children. And he said the days are just going by so slowly. 24 hours a day, not hearing anybody else talk.
Stop it. No.
He said the unremitting silence is unbearable torture. So, okay, like I said, start sad.
Oh, my gosh.
Hold on. It gets better. So he decided to post an ad in the newspaper asking for a friend. Just somebody to hang out with. He's like, I know my story's sad, but you don't need to like sit around and listen to me cry. It's not about that. I just need somebody to roll with, like a ride or die, a buddy. And it didn't get anything.
No, he needs Bumble friends.
So he put a sign in his house. The sign has since had a picture taken of it, put on the internet. The internet
is in the window.
In his window, yeah. And the internet has taken over from there, and apparently he is being flooded with actual friend requests.
Sweet old man.
Yeah. I gotta hit this button. Here we go.
Tell me something good.
My story is local. It's a tweet that I saw this morning from a woman named Nicola who is praising her neighborhood. She wrote, "A house in my neighborhood was the target of some homophobic vandalism Sunday night, and now some of our community members are feeling unsafe. We, their neighbors, want to put up pride flags in solidarity to make them feel welcome and supported." So she reached out on Twitter for people to let her know where to get pride flags. It looks like she's found multiple flags, and it's not just her, because I retweeted it saying like neighbor of the year. And Nicola responded saying, "That's so kind, Lisa. Thank you. But I'll take no credit for doing any more than other good folks in my neighborhood. Thankfully, there's a great group of caring, compassionate people here in Forest Terrace."
Awesome.
Yeah.
Tell me something good.
Are you often late for things and you're like, how? I thought I planned this out well.
I woke up on time. What's going on?
Exactly. Johnny Infamous, who does the
man.
show after us, he got his name because he's infamously late for everything.
Everything.
So, anyway, I came across a list of 8 things in your home that are secretly making you late. Number 1 being your alarm clock sucks. So we'll just start with that.
What do you mean?
Don't just use your farm alarm clock. Technology.
You mean phone? You said farm.
Sorry.
That's a rooster.
Yeah, that's not a very good one either. Sorry, your phone. Get a good alarm clock. There's ones that will pretend like the sun is rising in your room. There's ones that emit coffee or croissant smells.
What?
And other ones that when you get out of bed, they'll scream at you until you put your feet on a mat right beside the bed. And then they know as you're standing and then it'll shut off.
There's some that'll squirt water in your face.
Really?
Lots of options out there.
All right, so look at getting a better alarm clock. Next up, you don't have a designated spot for your car keys, wallet, sunglasses, etc. Find one for everything.
And then make it habit to always put it there when you get home.
Yep. Your lighting is sabotaging your schedule.
How so? What's the problem lighting? Fluorescent? I hated that in school.
You can keep yourself from losing track of time in the morning by using this thing called the sun.
What?
Well, just don't black out your room completely.
Got it.
So natural light gets in.
Okay, but it's winter. It's dark till 2 p.m.
A little different here. Your place is a mess. You're constantly looking for things. That's on the list.
Okay, so I watched this video of this influencer once, and she's awesome. She said, set yourself up for success the next day.
Yeah.
Don't go to bed with a messy kitchen. Clean everything up, set yourself up for success the next day.
Well, this next one fits in there pretty well. We're going with the top 8 things that are holding you back from showing up on time. Number 5, you still don't prepare your outfits ahead of time.
Lay them out.
Number 6, your bathroom has become your phone zone. It's amazing how much time you can burn sitting on the can, not actually doing your thing.
Yeah, you're on TikTok.
Exactly. Number 7, your arsenal of go-to breakfast food is lacking. So you're just trying to figure out what you're going to eat the entire time you're looking in your cupboards instead of knowing.
Okay.
And the final thing that's holding you back, you don't have clocks visible throughout your home. So instead of waking up and trying to find your phone every 10 minutes to check what time it is, if you have clocks everywhere, you'll know.
I like this list. This is very helpful.
Another one that just for you personally that I've heard.
Oh, I knew you were thinking of something there when you went silent. I was like, he's not thinking of something I'm doing wrong, is he?
You just spend a lot of time in the morning walking around screaming about how much you hate the morning. You'd probably be able to shave a good 10 minutes off if you just...
It's crazy how many morning radio hosts hate the morning.
I know one for sure.
It's true.
Ryder and Lisa on Play 107.
Need to give a massive shout out to the Vegas Golden Knights as their run to the Stanley Cup Finals has come to an end thanks to the Dallas Stars. And it is kind of sad news to hear that they're out because they have been stepping up for our community's vulnerable big time since they've been in the bubble.
Yeah, so not only a shout out to them, but to Boyle Street, which is right beside the rink. So continue your story.
So Vegas, I think it was week 2 of the bubble.
Yeah.
Just noticed how big of a gathering of our city's vulnerable were outside Boyle Street and decided to send them lunch. So it turned into 5 straight Mondays that they sent over like 30 extra large pizzas to feed 40 to 50 vulnerable people who lean on Boyle Street.
Just incredible. Boyle Street does so much for the community. So it's so nice for them to even be able to have those Mondays off with just having those pizzas delivered to them. 30 extra large pizzas. And they didn't showcase this.
No.
We kind of found out about the pizza delivery.
Right.
And we kind of shined a light on it ourselves as an Edmonton community. So, the Vegas Knights stepping up in a big way. And a shout out to everyone that volunteers and works for Boyle Street Community Services. They're a charity organization. A lot of Edmontonians stepped up when it was really hot out for a couple weeks in the summer. We donated a bunch of bottles of water. Our listeners dropped off some bottles of water. It's just amazing what they do.
So Vegas tweeted, "Thank you to the NHL and the city of Edmonton for the hospitality during our entire bubble experience." And then Boyle Street just said, "For 5 straight Mondays, this team bought our folks pizza for lunch on behalf of our staff and clients. Thank you so much."
Yeah, and we just saw this on Facebook, and in the comments section, there's someone who clearly volunteers at Boyle Street who said, they didn't mess around. 30 extra large pizzas for 40 to 50 people. So that's really cool.
So I think most Edmontonians have a new second favorite team.
Yep.
Play 107.
I think many people could be in the same boat as me with changing their fitness plan when the pandemic hit, not going to the gym, those kinds of things. The pool I was swimming at all the time.
It's closed. Well, and now Halloween candy is out, and let's be real, we're all on our second box already, right?
Right.
So what do you do?
What do you do? How do you get back into it? Some good tips to just fire things up. I really like this text. It says you can't outrun a bad diet. Just meaning that's where you got to start. Like getting back to the gym is important, but 80% of getting more fit is your diet.
Especially in the tummy area.
And not necessarily saying like you need to diet.
No. Diet's we're actually getting rid of the word diet. Conscious eating is what we're calling it now. Just being aware of what you're putting in your body. That's the difference, okay?
780-784-7107. What else is rolling in?
Kathleen says, absolutely no alcohol, Ryder.
Okay.
Curtis and Brooke both said pace and patience. It's not going to happen overnight. Don't overdo it. Josh says, every single morning I do 15 minutes of arm workout, and then I try and do 300 reps throughout the day. No sugary drinks after 6.
All right.
Allie again with the no drinking text. Seems to be a good start. And TU wrote in saying it's great to have a good support system. So having people that rally around you, the community, the positivity, good coaches.
We have your old trainer on the phone.
Yeah, my buddy Max.
You got some tips?
Get on a plan, get on some sort of routine. Like, don't try and wing it, because if you just try and wing it, honestly, it's not going to work out. You're going to go hard for a week or two, and then you're just going to phase out.
Right, so break it down. Like, today I'm doing this in the gym. Tomorrow I'm doing this. This will be my rest day. This is what I'm eating on those days.
Yeah, exactly. You got to have a plan, right? It's just like anything. If you don't have a plan for it, you're not actually going to succeed with it. But also to do, like, if you're in terms of your workouts, you got to do full body workouts. There's no point in doing the old school, like, bodybuilding where you're going to go do an arm day. Like, that's kind of useless, to be honest.
Oh, that's news to us.
Unless you're pumping a whole bunch of gear, there's really no point in you wasting an hour of your day to just do arms.
Whoa. So do the full body workout every time.
Yeah, exactly. Do full body 3 times a week. That's all you really need to do. Like, truthfully, if you're just getting started, full body 3 times a week is plenty.
Okay.
Okay, Max, do you want to just give a little love to where you work and what you're all about?
Absolutely. So I am part owner of Free Fitness Downtown. We offer a pay-by-feel personal training system, which is pretty unique because there's really nowhere else that does it. Basically, it allows all people to try and get into the gym, because that's the one with the big box gyms is that obviously a lot of people can't afford $70, $80 an hour. So This gives people some freedom to actually get into the gym and get started properly. Because kind of like what you guys just asked, if you're not starting properly, you're probably not going to succeed with it, because you're going to have no plan and you're just going to fizzle yourself out. So
you can find Max and his crew freefitnessinc.com or on Facebook and Instagram. Lots of puppy pictures there too.
Cool. So yesterday we were talking about the beef thief from Brooks, Alberta, who stole a semi with $230,000 worth of steak. Ryder had some very good, I must say, good puns.
Yeah, I was happy to hear that they were able to meet people's expectations yesterday.
I have another viral news story, and The cops think that these two stories are connected. We have another thief.
Okay, what are they stealing this time?
This time, there's a semi that was full of 7 hot tubs priced at $120,000 that left Edmonton.
What?
That has gone missing.
No wonder this story is making waves.
I didn't think you'd have puns for this one.
Well, of course I do. These thieves are in hot water. Bet they just jetted out of there.
Got one more?
Wow, are the cops working on it? Are they undercover? When they were stealing it, somebody yelled, "Hey, what are you doing?" It's time for Unsung Heroes, where we give love and attention to people, places, and things that don't always get the love that they deserve.
Sorry, I jumped the gun there. Shout out to people who decorate their front step with 10 pumpkins and mum flowers and beautiful fall wreaths. Okay, can I just put a skeleton on a chair with a rubber rat and call it a day? Way cheaper.
A lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Shout out to fall for just being winter's preseason.
Short season.
Right? And
Very
then
short
spring
season.
is just summer's preseason.
Shout out to those of us who are onto our second box of Halloween candy. We're adults. This is perfectly fine. This is why we grow up, to do things like this. The first thing I did when I got my license was hit up a drive-thru. Adulthood.
Shout out to Cardi for leaving Offset for cheating again.
Yeah.
Like, my mom spent 25 years in a moo-moo and my dad stayed faithful. This one's on you, Offset.
Shout out to all the NFL season starting up again. And all of the partners out there who wear their favorite team jerseys in all of their engagement/family fall photo shoots. Ugh. Sorry, that's so mean.
There was some sarcasm there.
I get that you're a fan, but like, come on.
Yeah.
For those photos?
Who's your team? Your family or the Oilers?
Yeah, whose team are you really on?
Shout out to the Dallas Stars for knocking out the Vegas Knights, who were sending food to our city's vulnerable during their stay.
So cool.
Better keep that tradition up, Dallas, or you know who we'll all be cheering against in the finals. If I don't hear them donating to Boyle Street, I'm going to get mean on Twitter.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, I say this joke every fall season because I love it. Let me know if you think it's funny. Shout out to Leaves. You've changed. That's funny.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I've just heard it 73 times.
Okay.
Shout out to Taylor Hanson from the Hanson brothers and his wife, who are expecting their 7th child.
7!
The world's overpopulated. Maybe it's time to stop.
I think we're killing it. I think we're being really funny right now. Stop and Leaves, you've changed. Come on.
Give the Dancing with the Stars one.
Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna do this one, but I guess I will. Shout out to people who are extra judgy watching Dancing with the Stars. Okay, the most exercise you've done is farting on the couch while watching. That one was stupid. That's why I didn't want to say that one.
I thought that one was really good.
Really?
But you were supposed to say, shout out to me for judging.
Oh.
The most exercise I've done is farting on the couch.
So it's funnier when it's self-deprecating, not making fun of others.
You got it.
Okay, sorry.
Download the Play 107 app today.
Play 107, it's Ryder and Lisa. So it sounds like we're getting a new baseball team. Pretty excited about that.
We are?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just excited for the hot dogs. They always have amazing hot dogs at the games.
You're not overly jacked about this new team that's coming, though, and I'm trying to get you hyped up because I know how much fun you've had every time we've gone to a baseball game.
So what's the big deal here? What's the big announcement?
Well, the Edmonton Riverhawks will be playing in a different league than we're used to.
Okay.
The prospects are out there moving to Spruce Grove. They were part of the Western Canadian Baseball League, which was like college players in their off-season working on some things. The WCL, the West Coast League that the new Riverhawks are in, is going to be like a dope league.
Okay.
Or it is. It's like a really competitive version. A lot of the players end up making the majors.
Oh, cool.
So this is going to be just like next level ball.
Perfect.
So this is very exciting because we have that beautiful field downtown, and it would be so sad to not have a legit baseball team.
We need to utilize that.
Yeah. You had a fun experience the last time you went to a game.
Yeah, so I sat right behind, what do you call it? Home plate.
Yeah.
And I was just cheering for a guy that went up to bat. And
You were just cheering.
Well, no, I was like, do you have a girlfriend? And he turned around. He's like, yeah. Literally, he stopped before hitting the ball and turned around and said, yeah. And then he hit a home run.
Right. And
So I pumped his tires a bit, got his ego up.
We Googled it later, and it was his only home run in his career.
Yeah, so way to embarrass me. Also, you're welcome.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play 107.